What is going on, my Super Sandwiches? Rhymestyle here, and today I'm joined by Kwame for some Dragon Ball Super Talk, and today we got something, an observation that I made. Now, there's not going to be any specific spoilers in this video, so it's safe to watch in case you're wondering whether or not we're going to jump into that realm of what's yet to happen in the series. But we are going to kind of go off of what happened in episode 84, so at least make sure you watch that episode. Kwame, first of all, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, bro, and it's also exciting that, you know, getting back in the groove of uploading and doing videos with you and everybody else again, man.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. So, Kwame, I don't know if you noticed, but after watching episode 84, I just realized that Team Universe 7 has the most lethal attack. Well, I shouldn't say lethal because it's not technically lethal. Let's say the best. They have the best technique slash attack slash move slash whatever you want to call it that's going to be like game-changing for them. And it's going to be like basically, it might be, I don't know if this is going to be a foreshadow, this might be the move that's going to like allow them to knock out a lot of people out of the ring. Because remember, you can't fly, you can't kill. Your rule literally is to catch an opponent and knock him off the ring. Do you know what that move is, Kwame?
Yes, I do.
You know what the move is, obviously, but that was a rhetorical question. That move, ladies and gentlemen, and this is also why Master Roshi will be one of the greatest assets to this team. Well, not just him, but a couple other people as well, which we'll get into, you know, as we get into deeper in this video. That move is the mafuba. What? I know, right?
Absolutely, bro.
Now, just for a quick second, just in case people don't know what the mafuba is, do you want to just do a quick 30-second summary, explain what the mafuba actually is?
Yes, long story short, the mafuba is a demon sealing technique originally used by Master Mutaito to seal King Piccolo away into the electric jar all the way back since Dragon Ball, and since then, Trunks, Piccolo, Tien, and Goku have all pretty much learned that technique to use it alongside Master Roshi without dying. Now, the thing with Roshi is we don't know necessarily if he can use it without dying, unlike the other characters, but we would assume it with as much time has passed that he probably has.
Yeah, and Tien did actually find out how to use the move without dying, whereas before it was like a one-shot, basically. You do it, you pretty much die. Now, you're probably wondering, well, Rhymestyle, how the hell are they going to find time to do the mafuba in a ring full of 80 people, well, 70 other fighters, including them, but 80 people total? How are they going to find an opportunity to do the mafuba and trap someone in the jar? That's not how they're going to do it. That's not what they're going to do. Now, do you remember using the anime, because this didn't happen in the manga, I think they kind of skipped over this in the manga. In the anime, what is it that Goku did when he went back in time and went to Master Roshi's house? He trained how to use the mafuba using Turtle. And what did he do? He kept catching them, spinning them up, and basically trying to throw them in the jar, but what kept going wrong? He kept missing. Because the trick to the mafuba is you have to basically catch them in the actual spell or move attack, and then basically play basketball and try to get the three-pointer into whatever they're trying to shoot. Now, the reason why I say this attack is going to be the most useful move in this entire tournament, if they actually consider using it like this, is because you don't need a jar. Kwame, what do?
You just throw them out of the ring.
I do the mafuba. Yeah, I just do the mafuba. You get carded because that move seems to be, it's like as if you can't defend against it. I don't know how. I don't know if there is going to be defense, because what I feel like what's going to happen is when the mafuba is done in the upcoming tournament, you know, it'll probably work on the weaker characters. Well, characters like Jiren, for example, or even Toppo, I doubt you'll be able to use it on them. But like, I feel like when it comes down to it, the mafuba will be used for more of the weaker characters to kind of cut down the fighters from like 70 to 60 to 50 to, you know, 20 or whatever. But all you gotta do is literally just trap it and like toss it out. And it's funny, I talked about this in my review, but imagine this setup, right? Here's the setup. You got Master Roshi, who's clearly the weakest character, but he has the greatest asset on the team. On top of that, like you said, Piccolo could do it, Goku could do it. Although I doubt Goku will use it because he's more of a fighter. He probably wants to test out his abilities and just have a cheap win. But Master Roshi and Piccolo are probably more on the end of strategists, and they're probably going to use it every now and then.
And Tien, too.
And Tien, too. But I feel like it's going to be more of a Roshi thing just because he can't really fight some of these fighters head-on just because he's weaker. But this is a setup. You get like a little circle. Everybody just kind of protects Master Roshi in the circle, and all Master Roshi is doing in the circle is just mafubaing people off the freaking ring. It is literally the best strategy you can use, at least from right now as I'm analyzing the episodes. Because like something that episode 84 taught me is it's not going to be about power. It's going to be all about strategy and like working together as a team. Now, Goten and Trunks was the biggest letdown for not being in a tournament. But let's be real, they're not fighters. I mean, you guys saw how Krillin fought Goku in episode 84. There's no way in hell you would have ever had Goten and Trunks think about the idea of, oh, maybe if I threw an extra fourth disc, it would have cut below platform that Goku was on, which would have caused him to fall off. They wouldn't think like that. They're more straightforward, jumping and fighting without really any strategies because they're inexperienced. Like, episode 84 really shows you the importance of teamwork and how even if you're the weakest, you can still be the most useful. I mean, Krillin has the Solar Flare times 100, which is going to be a good sneak move, sneak attack in the tournament, you know, when it comes down to just blinding everybody and then knock people off. And then, of course, you got the teamwork. I mean, you saw what happened. Like, Krillin may not have been the strongest, but when Goku fired a Kamehameha at him, which, by the way, we'll talk about that in a couple seconds, too. When Goku fired a Kamehameha at him, what did 18 do, Kwame? What did she do?
She, like, kicked it out of the way.
Exactly. It's teamwork. So, like, this tournament is not going to be, you know, the standard stuff that we saw in the series thus far, where it's like 1v1, you know, who's the strongest, who has the best power, who got the biggest muscles. It's all about strategic ways of fighting, working as a team, and that's what's going to bring Universe 7 out on top. And they got the Mafuba. Now, something I also want to talk about in this video as well, which, by the way, if you guys can think of any other ideas of attacks that any of the Z Fighters have that's on Universe 7 that you think would be very, very useful, feel free to let us know in the comment section below that we don't discuss in the video, because this is fun to really think about, because, again, this is not going to be your standard fight, like I said. It's going to be like a very much a strategy-based thing. Something I want to talk about is the Goku thing. So, Kwame, what happened when Goku went blue? Actually, how about this? Why did Goku go blue against Krillin?
Well, it's funny. I was just talking about this in my review. I think, obviously, Goku went blue to kind of, like, just show Krillin that people are going to be willing to go all out. But when he went in Super Saiyan Blue, he used, like, a quintillionth of his power.
Right. Yeah, and not just that. Like, I saw a bunch of people saying, how is Krillin holding him back? Well, it's not that he was holding him back, because you could tell that Goku had control of that Ki Clash. He had full control of it. But the reason why he did it is to show no matter how much skill you have, power is still going to be somewhat a factor that can, you know, result in winning or losing. And it also showed Krillin's weakness, which I feel like is going to be a foreshadow for the tournament, because there's going to be a lot of powerful fighters. And imagine if Jiren jumps in and fights against Krillin. Krillin's going to be scared. Whether he has techniques or not, he's going to get scared. And it's something also to show up like, yo, look, man, you're a great fighter, you have awesome techniques, but there's still going to be a lot of power in there. So just, you know, keep your mind out for that as the tournament's happening. And it also showed Goku that he forgot that this is a Battle Royale, because what happened next is you had 18 jump in. She kicked his hands, by the way. I saw a couple people also tweeting me, like, how was she able to deflect a Super Saiyan Blue Kamehameha? Again, Goku was holding back. He knows that he could easily just overpower Krillin, but he didn't want to. But he did use enough power to, like, hold Krillin back, in which case 18 jumped in and swatted the attack out of his hand. But I don't know, like, I just kind of want to address that, but mostly the Mafuba thing. Like, the Mafuba is literally going to be the most useful move in the tournament. And again, the cool thing is the fact that Tien can use it, Piccolo can do it, Goku can use it, but I really doubt it. I think it's when it comes down to it, only Roshi really about using it. On top of that, Roshi has a couple other moves. What's another good move they could use, Kwame?
Well, what I was also talking about, it's awesome we're talking about this, because I'm doing this mini series where I'm talking about the weaker characters all moving on up,
right.
And Master Roshi has this hypnosis technique that he used on the Man-Wolf ever since back in Dragon Ball. And if the fight dwindles down and he could fight less opponents, he could actually have a 1v1 advantage. And in addition to that, he also has his Thunder Electric Strike attack, which he was using on Goku in the first tournament, along with his Drunken Fist. So hand to hand, if power isn't a major factor, Roshi has attacks that can definitely grab characters. But the awesome thing though, Dino, is his Electric Strike attack is cool because it holds people in the air for a suspended period of time. So if he does that, he can also use that to throw them out of the ring in conjunction with other characters.
That, yeah, also, I was going to say, with teamwork. And by the way, to those who don't know, that's that attack is called Turtle Last Resort in the Xenoverse series, as well as a couple last games. So it's that move where it basically freezes you with electricity and does yada, 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 yada. But overall, though, Master Roshi might be one of the greatest assets to this tournament. I mean, you know, you got Goku and Vegeta for power, you got Piccolo, Gohan for strategy, you have Master Roshi and even Tien for, like, the technical stuff, like the abilities that not everybody is fully accustomed to using, and then you got people like 17, 18, and Krillin for, you know, the amazing teamwork, and then, of course, Boo with his really weird slender down form, who's going to have a lot of tricks up his sleeves as well. But, like, overall, though, don't overthink it. This tournament is going to have a lot of different style fighting that we have not seen in the Dragon Ball series thus far. And what do you guys think, I guess? I just kind of want to put this video together to see what you guys think about, you know, the idea about the Mafuba. And something else, I'm going to end the video on this, unless you have something else to say. One last thing. In the outro, you see actually Master Roshi, in the new outro, you see Master Roshi doing the Mafuba. Was that the mafuba? That was the mafuba. Yeah, it was definitely the mafuba. You see him doing the mafuba. So again, I don't know if that's a foreshadow of what's to come, but I mean, as I think about it, remember, the tournament's all about who can knock people out of the ring, and the best way to do it is you catch it with the mafuba, swing them out. Because it's not like a full version of the mafuba, it might also be less straining on the body, and like I said, Tien figured out how to use it a lot better without having to deal with, you know, dying. So, yeah, expect Master Roshi to be an absolute badass, if not one of your favorites in the tournament when the fighting actually starts. Kwame, is there anything else you want to add before we end this?
No, I just also like to add that when it comes to Krillin and Tien, I think one of the things that they also have is that even if they're underpowered, they have a lot of very useful energy attacks, especially, you know, Tien's Tri-Beam, which can hold a person down, that you can use to team up with other characters. And I think Krillin's scatter shot ability, where he could shoot so many blasts at once, would be great in setting when they're fighting multiple people.
Yep. With that said, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below on Master Roshi's usefulness now. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already thought about this, especially after the last episode aired. If there's anything else that we can discuss, feel free to just chime in down below. But other than that, I'm excited. Can't wait to see what's going to happen. So I guess let's keep up with Super. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like rating below. Let's go for 9,001 likes as always. And I guess other than that, that's it. Enjoy the rest of your day. This has been Kwame and Rhymestyle. We'll see you guys in the comment section below.